Give us an opening comment here about your performance, the pressure, the speed, the power. How did you feel in there tonight?
I felt good. I knew the pressure was going to work. He's a lot tougher than I expected. He lasted me 10 rounds, and I was finishing him to the body, the head. I was hitting him. I had to switch lefty because he was coming in with his head a lot, and I didn't want him to headbutt me and give me a cut. So that's why I switched lefty. I had to switch lefty because he was coming in with his head a lot.
Keith Heidick, you have questions there? Use the microphone, please.
And give me a cut.
Brandon, congratulations. Were you expecting the fight? You were pretty much dominating the fight over the second half of it pretty much. Were you surprised that it was not stopped sooner than it was?
Yeah, he was taking a lot of punishment. He was just throwing a jab and trying to survive. But I mean, he's tough. I got to give him credit what credit is due. And, he can fight. He can fight. And, he proved that he deserves to be in the ring with me. And, he was very tough. But I knew that with the pressure, he wasn't gonna last 12 rounds.
I think it was the 9th round. You were kind of teeing off on him pretty good, and it looked like he was wobbling around and everything. Did you think you would get him out of there in that round? Is that the way you felt?
Yeah, my dad told me to put more pressure. And I did. That's what I put more pressure, I think, since the 7th round. And, he kept up. He was taking my punches to the body, head, from my angles. So I knew just with a little bit more pressure, a little bit more punishment, he was going to give up.
Did you sense at any point that his corner or anyone was going to stop the fight, or how did you look at that?
I would just focus on just trying to box him, just trying to find openings. I did hear his corner, talk a lot, but at the end of the day, it was just me and him in the ring, and I was just tagging him. I was just hitting him and just trying to work him to the body, to the head, follow my game plan.
Obviously, a very impressive win for you. Who would you like to fight next?
Whoever. I know tonight, 122 pounders are going to face Saul. At the end of the day, it's whoever all him wants, whoever my team wants. But I just want to give great fights. I'm ready. I'm excited, and tonight was a display of that.
Thanks, man.
All right, we have time for a couple of questions here. Let's start with Jeremy Herridges, fan-sided. Jeremy, go ahead.
Hi, Brandon. As far as your performance tonight, how would you rate your overall performance?
It was I expected a little bit more out of me. I'm very tough on myself. I did hurt my hand, I think, like in the 7th round, 6th round. As I wasn't really throwing a lot, but, we have dabbed and we just kept hitting him. We kept punishing, we kept working. I saw that on one of his fights, a lefty was giving him a lot of trouble, so I switched lefty on him. And, I was finding the range. I was able to hit him a lot more, and, I was able to hurt him.
Is that something that you've practiced as far as, in a situation of switching stances? Is that something that you're usually practicing, or is that something new that you had to adapt to?
No, we've always worked on fighting lefty, and I'm actually more comfortable fighting lefty than righty, to be honest. But, our game plan was to fight him righty and work to the left. But I saw that he was coming in with his head a lot, and I didn't want to risk a headbutt because I know that he was coming in with his head a lot. I don't know if he was doing it on purpose. Is that just the way he fights? So I was, I'm a lefty, so I can avoid the headbutt, and I felt like I was able to tag him more as a lefty.
How serious was the hand injury, do you think?
I don't know. I probably just need to ice it. It was hurting. It was bugging me a lot during the fight, but I sucked it up. I sucked it up. I had to fight him lefty, and I tried to work him in the inside, but he was holding a lot. So there wasn't the things that I could do were very limited until I was able to wear him out.
Thank you, Brandon, and congratulations on an excellent performance.
Thank you.
I will take our next question from Carlos Toro. Carlos, go ahead.
Hey, Brandon, thanks so much for taking time to talk to us. Congratulations on the victory. It looked like at times, especially early on in the fight, where the left hand was really working for you and just doing a lot of damage on Damien Vazquez's head. Was that something that you thought early on in the fight that was the weapon that you could utilize, probably more so than anything?
Yeah, it was a plan B. Plan A was to box him righty, orthodox, and if not, was to switch him lefty. But, like I said, he was coming in with his head a lot. I didn't want to risk a headbutt and then to be out for another 90 days. So I was like, what, I'm going to fight him smart, and I'm going to switch lefty and just, try to work him like that. And, it worked. My game plan worked, plan B.
You got this win, and you finally sort of, I guess, got the taste out of the draw against Julio Cesar out of your mouth. How good does it feel to finally get a win on pay-per-view?
Yeah, I knew I was gonna win. I came really prepared for this fight. I know for the second fight I went unprepared with injuries, But no excuse. I learned from that fight a lot, and all my training camp, my hard work in the gym, it really paid off tonight.
Lastly, Luis Gennadiy has said that he wants to fight you next if the two of you win, and obviously he's fighting later tonight. Is that a fight that you're going to be paying a lot of close attention to?
Yeah, I don't know if I can watch it in front of the room because we have to go back to the room right now. But yeah, definitely that's the fight I want to be made to. I know he comes to fight. He's an exciting fighter, and it'll be a good matchup for us.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you.
Okay, we got time for just one more. Let's go to Reggie. Reggie,
Hey.
can you hear us?
Yes, congratulations tonight, Brandon.
Thank you.
The division is shaping up to be one of the most interesting in boxing. How do you think this performance, or what kind of statement does this make for you to be considered amongst the champions in the division?
That I couldn't fight. I couldn't fight it with the pressure. I'm strong, and I give exciting fights. That's what people want to see. They want to see a young, hard fighting warrior, and that's what I do. And I always give it out in the ring, and that's what I just did tonight.
You handled the environment well tonight. Would you like to? Would you be interested in, if you do come back under these same circumstances? Would you have a problem with that, or would you be more interested in coming back once fans are allowed back to the events?
Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, it's just you and your opponent. I know the crowd, the atmosphere has a lot to do with it, but under the circumstances, this is what it comes to. Then this is what we have to do as boxers. Boxers have to adapt. We adapt in the ring, and I think we have to adapt, outside of the ring too. So, stuff like this, can really bug us a lot because we got to be focused for the fight.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Congratulations. And we're going to get you back to the Showtime interview now. And to the press, we'll be back with our winner after this bout. Thank you.